Welcome, Internet Travelers, to the KGB Adjuster Show. It's KGB here for you. All right, so I had a request on the uh, comments of doing some talent research, a little bit more talent research, especially on tiers, what was it, 4, 5. And I just kind of found a new one that I did want to go over, like, because, I don't know. It's I'm curious about it. Okay, so, but basically, dependence can now be cast on a friendly target. This is going to be great for, like, if you're going to go in for solid healing, or if you're going to do arena, the penitent, whatever. That's going to be probably the best one for you. The additional bolt, I mean, it's a good, another heal, like another little, 16 to 50k heal. And then you got Schism, which basically attacks the enemy souls with a surge of shadow injury, dealing damage, and then increasing the damage you deal to the target by 30% for 6 seconds. That's what I use right now. The reason that I use that right now is because, I'm just focused, as a battle priest, I'm focused on that damage. So that basically, not only does that damage transfer, but it transfers to my healing as well. So I wanted to make sure of that. So this video might be a little bit long, but let me see here. Alright, so healing done on this. So basically what I want to do is I want to cast Schism on... Well, first let's do a normal rotation of without the Schism. So that's just my Shadow Word Pain, Penance, and then let's just throw in one Searing Light. Now, of course, it's not going to show any real healing done because I forgot to do my main ability here. So we'll do it again. We'll cast that. That one, this one, one of these, and I think we're actually going to have to go into overhealing done because it's not going to show anything. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, so basically with doing the things like I did, wait a minute, then next 44 damage dealt will be absorbed. Oh, okay. No, that's from a smite. Huh. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, but anyways. Alright, so we wanted to look. So let's click on this. Didn't really do a whole lot for me here. Let's see. So... Let's see, so it's only saying 28k, and that's just saying that my Touch of Graves did a shit ton of damage for some reason. So let's see. Alright, so boom. One smite here, and then we'll see. Okay, so, alright, so basically we did our Shadow Word Pain, Solace, Penance, Divine Star, and one smite. And we almost got 100k healing out of that. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm sorry. Alright, so we did 100k healing just by doing that. Okay, so we're going to clear that out. Now I'm going to cast Schism and see if we can actually break the 100k, because we're at like 96. So, let's clear the meter. Let me... Penance on myself. Then we'll do our Schism. Yeah, we've already broke the 100k mark. So, Schism does that 30%. That is going to add to your overall. I mean, we did 120k when we used Schism, where we did only 96k when we didn't use Schism. So Schism does add an aspect of healing to you. So that's why I was like, yeah, I want to do Schism. Okay, so now for this one, level 30, tier 2, you got the, your Angelic Feather, your Body and Soul. Now, I hate giving up my speed boost, but fuck Body and Soul, that's stupid. But Angelic Feather was really good previous patch. Like, you could throw those bitches down, everybody's running like a motherfucking beast, nobody would keep up with you, and that was great. But now, I basically made it to where you have to take, when you cast Shadow Mend on yourself, its damage over time effect heals you instead. No-brainer. I mean, when I'm in the middle of a heated beatdown, and I cast this, I've got, not only do I have a heal, but I have a heal over time. So it's just a 2 for winner right there. That's common sense. Now, your third tier reduces the cooldown of Psychic Scream by 30%. I mean, that's good because I mean, that is a minute, so every 30 seconds you're fearing people. But I look at it as if if I cast each one every 30 seconds, then bam, I've got one on a 30-second cooldown. This one is a knockback plus a slow, where it says creates a burst of light around the friendly target, and I can also cast it on other people, so that's always awesome. So if you don't want to be up there in the middle of the I have a storm on the flag, you could just pick somebody that is and just hit them with it and knock everybody off of them. That's super fun. Super fun. Okay. I mean, just to show the point, boom, it just hit those two. See how they're slowed. So, I mean, that's cool. No other class has that at all. And then, of course, you got Dominant Mind. You may control your own character while Mind Control is active, but Mind Control has a 3-minute cooldown and may not used against players. That makes it useless. Someone asked, could you control like a mount or something and dismount them? No. No. It doesn't work that way. Now, another thing I did want to try out was the Power Word Solace, Discipline, the Shield Discipline, and the Mindbender. The Mindbender gives a little bit of aspect of DPS, but no healing. So, Power Word Solace, of course, does heal. So if I cast that, and then I hit, boom, he gets a heal. So, I mean, you want to go with Power Word Solace over the other two, because it's just regenerating mana is the main ones on these. So maybe, 3v3s. You might pick one of those instead of Power Word Solace because, again, you're not going to be you're not going in for Battle Priest in the 3v3. You're going in as an actual healer. So you're going to be more focused on getting the mana back that you need, which I haven't had any real mana issues. I mean, I could cast Shadow Mend off. Let me make sure I'm in combat here. I could cast Shadow Mend pretty well and not run out of mana. I mean, beginning of the patch, I could cast 8 Shadow Mends and I'd be at 25%. So now it's I got all day long I could cast that. No big deal. Now for the 75 tier, increases the atonement duration by 2 seconds or after healing. See, I've never used the Twist of Fate because there's always been something that was just a tear better. Infuses you with power for 20 seconds. It only increases haste and reduces the mana cost of spells. I'm not having a mana issue right now, and haste is not something that I really have to worry about either because smite is something I cast better. So I mean, smite is the end of my rotation filler, waiting for my penance to come back. So I mean, smite gives me a much better healing aspect, but I use add that 2 seconds of plea, so I don't have to do my rotation and then use plea again, then do my rotation and then plea everybody again. And then of course you got your 90 tier, which is Charity of Will, which you just keep casting a shield on somebody, which is that's great for maybe the beginning of an arena battle, but after that, or maybe maybe if you're a flag carrier, you could probably hit a tank with 3 or 4 of those and watch it go bananas forever. And then she got Halo, but see, this creates a ring of holy energy around you that quickly expands 30-yard radius, healing all allies for 20,000 and dealing 30,000 holy damage to enemies. Now, if this applied plea or atonement, I'd be all about that, because it applied the atonement, but it's not applying atonement, and it does some pretty good damage. And it does heal all your targets, but this does the same basic thing. It fires a firebolt 24 yards, healing in its path for 6,000 and dealing 10,000 holy damage after reaching its destination. The Divine Star returns, healing and damaging enemies within its path again. So it's I mean, I think you'll get more burst damage out of Halo and more burst healing out of Halo than you would Divine Star because nobody stays still long enough for the bolt to go through them and then back through them again unless they're chasing like idiots. But now this is the one that I really was checking out. Because, see, I was going with Purge the Wicked because, if you go with Purge the Wicked, that changes your Shadow Word Pain into a holy damage, basically. So it actually adds a healing aspect. See, right now I could cast Plea on this guy and then cast Shadow Word Pain, and for some reason, it's actually healing. Yeah, okay, so there you go. So it actually still heals. But it doesn't spread. And this is the thing. You hit this with the target. It causes the target to bleed or burn for 7,000 fire damage, and an additional 32 fire damage over the next 20 seconds. Spreads to an additional nearby enemy when you cast penance on that target. So, basically, hold on, I gotta go out of here to change the talent. That's good. Yeah, well, let's get out of combat at least. Drop combat. Come on, target dummy. Ah, dickhead. There we go. Alright, so we want to do Purge the Wicked. Alright, so if I go back... Sorry about that. It's just ridiculous, but... So basically, if I go and I cast Purge the Wicked on him and then hit Penance on him, it should transfer... Well, it should have, but it didn't. It should transfer the fire damage to somebody else like they did there, but it only did it in a short duration, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. It may be the fact that you have to hit... I don't know. Let's see if I hit it with this one and then I hit this one. Nah, that didn't work at all. Alright, so it's that one. Okay. So I got 50. I got plenty of time. Let's see if we can manage to spread that over to it. I don't think they're close enough. I don't think they're close enough. But the Shadow Covenant is the one that I started reading in a little bit more in depth, and I'm not sure if I like it or not. I haven't tried it in a BG yet, but I'm almost positive that I would use it a lot more than I was using the other one, which was Radius, Power Word Radius, which means if I heal a target with it, it spreads 2 atonements, and that's basically it. So you get a heal plus the atonements on other people. Great way of spreading atonement, but it's a long ass cast. So this one, basically, I hit this and it heals up to 5 targets around me. Let's show it over here so you guys can actually see it better. So here it heals 5 targets around me, but it puts an absorption shell on them so that the next put an absorption shell for the next 19,000 healing they receive, but it don't look like it stacks. So you just have to basically wait the 6 seconds, but I mean, as long as you can get a bubble and one of these off and then start your damage rotation, it might be worthwhile because it's going to heal 5 targets instead of 2 or 3. The only other thing is it doesn't add your plea to them or your atonement to them. So scary thought, but it works. Go back to Purge the Wicked here real quick for this rotation. I want to see. So basically, let's see, damage done on this target, and I'm just gonna do smites, and we'll go with like a 6 smite rotation, but we're gonna see about the healing on it as well. So plea, and then we're basically gonna see if we can get 6 off before. I don't think we will. Well, no, we should be able to do this. 4, 5, and 6. So yeah, that's basically 6. So on the damage rotation, it's 160k. It's not bad. There might be. It crit like 3 out of the 7 times. Oh, I cast 7. Oh well. All right, so it crit 3 out of the 7 times. Yeah, that's not bad. Now let's see. Overhealing done. Didn't really do any healing. I'm gonna have to do that on myself, I think. And I'll have to cast plea on myself. So let me actually exit this. I'll cast plea, and then let's see if we can get 6 off again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so that's not bad. Alright, so then let's go damage, still 120, and then that's deaths. I hope nobody died in that part. Alright, so then, so basically your atonement, it heals half, so 60k. So it does 120k damage, 60k. I use it as a filler, but what I'm not understanding, and maybe somebody can help me out with this, but look, after I cast this, they get a debuff, and it says the next 28,000 damage dealt will be absorbed. I'm curious as to what that means. Like, it's saying damage dealt, so that means if this target dummy were to hit me. So let's go. Well, let's just test this because I can do this on this dummy too. Let's see, damage done. No, damage taken. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna hit this dummy, and then he's gonna hit me for 60k. So, ow. All right, so he hits me for 60k. Now let's hit him with a smite, and then let's walk over and touch him. And let's see. Uber strike. What the hell is an Uber strike? Okay, so that makes no sense to me. Let me reset this guy. Reset. And just do it. Alright. It's not going to reset till I'm out of combat, but anyways. I don't know. So I got to figure out what this smite means. I feel like it means like the target will no longer be able to do damage. Because it's increasing. Like the more you hit them with it, the more like damage that person is not going to be able to do. So, you know, if you're running, well, it looks like it stops at 40. But I mean, if you keep going like this, you not only are you healing your target, damaging that target, but you're going to be able to keep them from damaging like your flag carrier. So it's good to know, you know, especially since I'm going to be going into BGs and doing that kind of stuff anyways. So, but basically, that is the rundown of my talents. Now, of course, you'll probably see me trying the Shadow Covenant talent out quite a few times. Because I mean, I know I don't cast this. I don't cast this at all. You know, I mean, it's rare that I cast this, but I mean, of course, this is like a burst of healing light. Heals a friendly target and their 2 nearest allies for 17,000 and applies a token. I don't know. You know, I don't know, because this one draws upon the power of the shadow. Heals up to 5 injured allies within 30 yards of the target for 39,000, but leaves a shell on them that absorbs the next 19,000 healing. I don't know. That seems like it would be like a, you know, pop a, you know, quick heal on everybody so that you get some healing off, and then, but, I don't know. It's hard to decide. But I'm going to try both of those and see how that works. But yeah, any further questions or anything like that, please leave it in the comments. I'll do it. I will try to figure out a time to get it going. And I am working on some more you know, Battle Priest duels outside Odomar and see if I can get some people to actually agree to duel me. It's hard, but yeah. Thanks for watching. This is KGB. I'm out.